Okay, guys, hi. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while, but I took a needed break and I am back. Today we're going to get right to the point. Today we're going to talk about some relationship myths, some dating myths that I believed even as a Christian. You understand? I think this is so important because even as we've come to Christ and Christ is renewing our mind, one of the ways for our minds to be renewed is to identify the lies that we used to believe and then to bring it before Him, to just be as honest as possible and hand it over to Him. So I thought of like sharing this with you today. Okay, I got this, I did this, like I'm feeling bang about it, but I really don't know, but I think it looks good. Yeah, I just wanted to change my look a bit. So I thought of like sharing this with you, what I believed. So you can leave in the comments some of the relationship myths or dating myths that you've grown up to believe, and that some of them that you've come to realize like they are impeding like your dating life. The first dating myth I believed like far until recently was that a partner is going to complete you. A partner is going to complete me. Until recently, I believe that, a godly partner completes you. And, I was a big fan of that. But then I came to realize something that, no one on earth actually completes us. But then godly partners are actually meant to complement us. Who completes us is God. The reason why you need to get to the root of this myth is because with this particular myth, it makes you put pressure on somebody else to be your everything. It makes you put pressure on another man, to be your God. You expect, and I'll make mention of it in like subsequent points, but then you expect God actions from a human. That does not necessarily excuse people from having to treat you right, but then you expect God actions from a human, which is not what God wants us to do. And particularly this is very important because when you see that when you have with this myth at the background of your mind, thinking that your partner completes you, it becomes easy to make the relationship an idol over God. It's easier for you to make the marriage, it's easier for you to lift the marriage high above God. You understand? So we all know there are some blessings that God has given us that at a point in our lives, these blessings became idols in our lives. We exalted them far above God. So basically, that is why we need to get to the root of this. Like in my case, this is one myth that I believed. So that was a need for me to address the root of this myth because it wasn't true. A person is supposed to compliment you. The other person, the man that God has for me, is only supposed to complement the purpose that God has for me on this earth, to help me in the achievement of what God has purpose for us on this earth. You understand? But then that person is not supposed to complete me in the sense that without that person I cannot function. God has not given such power to another human being. Like without that person I shouldn't be able to function, or without without another person we shouldn't be able to function as humans. You understand? So I think we all need to sit in our various homes, in our various spaces, and evaluate some of the myths that we've grown up believing, that have become part and parcel of us. And then even as Christians, the fact that we've not like brought out this myths to the surface to submit it to God. You understand? Yeah. So I believe this is so important. Please let me know in the comments if you also do believe that another partner completes you, because like I hear people throw it around a lot, this person completes me, but it's not true. Another person is meant to complement you, not complete you. It's only Jesus that is meant to complete us. Yeah, so that is what I think, and let me know in the comments what what myth you've believed growing up as a Christian, and how you're even working to bring this myth to the surface and to submit it to God and to work through getting over them, getting past them. Yeah, so let me know in the comments. And please, before I continue with the next myths, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Because from the YouTube analytics, I can see that a number of people that watch my channel are not subscribed to the channel. Please, what are you waiting for? Please, right now, take a moment, pause this video, go and subscribe. Check, the bottom there, the subscribe button there. Yes, go right down there and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share to someone to be blessed. Share to someone to be blessed. And do not forget to also comment as well, because when you comment, it helps you to realize that, okay, people are interacting with the video, and then they show it to new viewers as well. So please do well to share this content. Do well to share content that you find valuable on this channel to other people as well. So yeah, that is what I wanted to mention. So the second myth that I believed while I was growing up was, a partner needs to be perfect. Like I'm telling you, is completely true. I believe that the partner needs to be completely, perfectly made for you. And it's completely going to lead on to the next point that I'm really going to talk about. But then the truth is, the partner that God has for you does not necessarily need to be perfect. We are all evolving as people, and a partner, if not anything, your partner needs the room to be very vulnerable with you, to be their completely true self. So when you expect from your partner to be perfect, because I think most of the time our idea of the person that we want to be with being perfect comes from we having looked at the perfect picture relationship of so many other people, and the people that we kind of admire. We feel like, oh, these people, they are perfect. And then they are perfect in the sense that physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that, they take your boxes. That is that kind of perfection. So they take your physical boxes, your emotional boxes, your spiritual boxes, all the boxes you've got. So tell me if you have some boxes that you do take, that partners need to take. Let me know in the comments. I know, guys, I've really not been consistent on this channel. I do not promise, but then I'll be making videos more frequently. And you guys, please let me know in the comments videos that you'd like to be seen on this channel. That is one thing that will also help me to be more creative and to be able to create more content that you want to see on this channel. At this point, I no longer want to just create content that I want to create. I want to create content that you guys want to see on this channel, so that you will find the room, you find the safe space on here on this channel, you understand, so that I can be the blessing that I'm meant to be to you guys, and so that you guys can freely share my content. Because if that is the content you want to see and you find value from it, you'll be able to share it to another person, and then we can grow this channel, you understand? Because I guess we need to get this channel to 1K subscribers, you understand? We can do that, you understand? So yeah, so I was talking about the fact that not perfect in a sense, perfect in the sense that they need to take all the boxes that we have on our list. Guys, listen, yo, I know we all have lists. Let's talk about that. Tell me in the comments, do you have a list of what's your partner needs to take, the boxes your partner needs to take? So basically, it's this partner being perfect, this one's to 4. This partner being perfect in the sense that they take the boxes on all your lists, you understand? And I think we need to get in a space where we prioritize things, you understand, even the boxes on our list, because sometimes on our list, I believe like there are 3 classifications to all the boxes that we have. This classification needs to be what is contained in our list. Okay, so we should have our deal breakers, we should have our boundaries, things that align with our boundaries. It should be 4 actually. Then we should have like our preferences, and then I think the last one, I've actually forgotten, our preferences, and then one other I've forgotten. When I remember, I'll put it in the comments. But then this should be the 4 categories, and then with your, basically with our deal breakers and then our boundaries, those are areas that we should not easily kind of like compromise, okay, because this aligns to our core, who we are as people, you understand? And yeah, but then with our preferences and our expectations, the last is our expectations. With our preferences and our expectations, I think sometimes we can kind of like do something about it. Okay, so yeah, there are people who have like physical preference of wanting a man who that is like 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall, and all of that, you understand? So I believe that these are expectations that we can kind of like work on, especially when this man takes like your boxes on yours, your boxes when this person takes your other boxes, like the other important boxes, like your deal breakers and your boundaries, you understand? I think you should be able to work on your preferences and your expectations, you understand? But I think we all have what we believe, so obviously I'm thinking that should be how it should be. So expecting your partner to be perfect in the sense that they take all the boxes on your list. That was what I meant by this point. So to the next point, and before I move on to the next point, please guys, if you're enjoying the video so far and then you have not yet liked the video, please like it. It helps YouTube to recognize the fact that the video is helpful, is valuable to you, and it helps them share it to other users on this platform as well. So thank you so much that you'll be liking the video, and then you'll be commenting, and then you'll be sharing it as well. Thank you. Yeah, so the third point I am going to talk about, the third myth that I believed was God has just one person for me. The one. Oh my God, like it took years. It took so many years for me to actually get out of this mentality, okay? We know way back from the Garden of Eden, God made one person for Adam, okay? But then the concept of the one, from what I believe, is like God just having made one person for you. I'm not sure whether this aligns directly with the soulmate thing that people have been talking about. I'm not sure, but what I'm talking about is in a sense of like the one, and in the sense that it's like on this entire earth, God has made just that one particular person for you. And currently I no longer believe in that. I believe that God has made people for us, you understand, to complement us on the journey and the life that He has for us. But then if the myth surrounding this myth is when you lose out on the opportunity with this person that we believe is the one, like your life is obviously going to be miserable on earth. And I don't think it's actually true, because like as humans, there are times in our lives where you miss out on a relationship and you feel like this person was actually like an amazing person, and maybe I'll never actually ever find someone like that. The truth is, you'll never actually find someone like that, but then you are going to find someone amazing, you understand? So I no longer subscribe to like believing in the one. I believe that God has amazing people for us, and then depending on the stage in our lives and the kind of person that God has for us, you understand? But then I believe in all cases, we always need to bring the partners that we meet, the partners that we want to settle with, we always need to bring them into prayers, pray and get God's guidance with that. That is what I believe. Instead of and before I forget, I think the concept surrounding the one is closely linked with my first myth my first myth that I believe about the fact that a partner completes you. So this person, we are believing that this person is the one because we feel like this person completes that. So in the sense that when we miss out on being with the one person, then our lives is totally in shambles. And I don't believe like God made it so, in my personal opinion. So in order not to talk so much about this point, I want to make this video. Oh, my scarf fell again. Okay, let's leave it here. In order not to make this video lengthy, I just let me know in the comments, like, if you believe in the one and your reason for believing in the one. You understand? Because I no longer believe in that. So yes, so I am just going to talk about my next 2 points so that I'll wrap up this video. But then if you're enjoying the video so far, please let me know in the comments. Okay, the next thing I am going to talk about, the myth, which I know, like, this is not personally just my myth, but then like the number of people that I've come across believe this as well. That is why I decided to bring it on and talk about it. So many people believe that it's difficult, like, you know, like no one is waiting until marriage to have sex. I know this is a very this topic is a sensitive topic, and I'm clearly letting you know, if this topic is sensitive to you, you can kind of like log off this video. You don't have to agree with me. I am not making this video just for you to agree with me. I am making this video because these are myths that I believed, and these are myths that I've met, like the people in my life have at a point in their lives believed. So I wanted to share. So this particular point, if you do not agree with it, that is fine, but that is the truth. I am going to be truthful as well. So many people believe that, you know, there's no possibility for there to be a no sex, like, until marriage. You understand? And it's particularly rampant today. Like, so many youths no longer believe in that. And I'm going to tell you, as truthful as possible, like, it's possible. Like, it's absolutely possible. No sex until marriage is possible. It's not a myth, it's possible. There are people that are waiting on God, that are waiting in purity until God joins them together. You understand? And I believe that if people are not practicing that, that does not necessarily mean that you know, it's not possible. And if people, yeah, that does not necessarily mean that it's not possible. And I really have a problem when people that are not practicing something try to force it on other people. Like, yo, this thing is the old stuff in the Bible and all of that. If for anything at all, I always mention this channel, like, what God, like, anything that God has said in the Bible is just as it is. It does not change because of your emotions. It does not change because of your feelings. So if he said that, like, you know, we should preserve our bodies unto him as a living sacrifice, it is what it is. So that is the myth that we need to get out of. You know, we need to learn to let go of and get into the place that God meant for us. Because until we submit it to God, we are like, yo, Father, like, this is what I believed until now, but I believe you can help me believe in something better. Like, until we do that, we are not going to be in the space to actually be be all that God has meant us to be. And one of the things that God has called us to as Christians is to walk in purity and to walk in purity with him. Like, you understand? Sexually, to walk in purity with him. Struggling and you need someone to talk to, please, as always, my DM on Instagram is open. I am Raya Ann. You know, just get in touch with me. We'll talk about it, we'll pray about it. But then more so, I recommend like a Christian community for you. I'm going to recommend TST to you. You get accountability partners there to help you on your purity journey. Do you understand? So as of now, I have an accountability, and that has actually helped me to kind of like keep in touch with my goals, keep in touch with what God is calling me to in all areas. You understand? Yeah. So the fifth point is that, you know, like without marriage we are not going to be fulfilled, we are going to be unhappy, and we are going to be lonely. Particularly, like, you know, marriage is, everyone needs to get married to be fulfilled. But then that is not true. Paul did not get married, and we never saw in the Bible that he wasn't a fulfilled person. You understand? I believe everyone has to choose the path they want to take, depending on how God is leading them and depending on the walk that they have with God. It's absolutely true, because the truth is, it's not everyone that was called to marriage. You understand? That is absolutely true. Not everyone that was called to marriage. So you just need to find what you're being called to, find the path that God is leading you to, and then just walk on that path. And I think when you're able to do that, it will greatly save you from a lot of heartaches. It will greatly save you from a lot of pain and all of that stuff. So I hope this content helped you. And yeah, I was really excited making this content, and it's getting darker, so I'll just wrap up this video, but then I'll come back with another video soon. I have so many story times that I want to share with you guys. So if you guys are really interested, please let me know in the comment. And just like I said, in order for the channel to be interactive, in order for me to make content that you really want to see on this channel, please kindly let me know in the comments what you like to see on this channel, and I will be glad to make them. Okay, thank you for taking time to watch this video. I really appreciate you. Once again, if you've not subscribed, please do like the video, comment below, and kindly share with someone if you found value in this video. Thank you so much, and I will absolutely see you in my next video.